Every investor is going to ask themselves this question at one point or another during their investment journey. Should I hire a property manager? The first thing you need to consider is, although you are saving a lot of money, at what point is managing your own rentals holding you back? Now, when you buy an investment property, the longer you hold it, the more money that you make. Initially up front, when you bought a deal, you had a certain price at a certain rate and a certain cash flow when the units were rented. Now, if a year or 2 or 3 has passed, your rents have gone up, maybe rates have come down, maybe you've done a refi. I don't know what your specific situation is, but generally the longer you hold property, the better your monthly numbers are. And usually that provides a little bit of room to hire a property manager, which in turn can free you up to focus and do other things that make you more money, whether it be your day job where you get the money to funnel into your real estate investment journey, or if you're a flipper, developer, builder, whatever your scope is in and out of the industry, should you be focusing your attention on that? Now, there's also a lot of liability that comes with managing your own property if you don't do it professionally, if you don't stay up to date with whatever the housing authority sets in place, or your city council, whatever rules that they pass regulating the rental market. If you don't know those, you're really exposing yourself. That's why sometimes having a professional in that specific field take all that stress and headache off of you is going to be super beneficial. And the liability, they will assume that liability for you. If you're self-managing, that's going to give you so much market knowledge on everything that goes into property management, especially behind the scenes. That way, when you are interviewing property management companies, you know what to look for, you know what to ask for because you've done it, and you know what a bad management company looks like. If you don't have that kind of knowledge, it's going to be very hard to determine in what areas they're lacking. I absolutely believe that anybody and everybody has the necessary skill set to manage their own properties, but the question is not if you can, it's if you should. I help investors transition from self-management to property management all the time. There is a series of questions that I go through to determine if that's a good fit for them, but usually the investors that come to me to do property management for them have already decided that that's not something that they want to do, or they're on the fence about. Once you're on the fence, then I think it's time to move on. There's also an emotional aspect that comes into play when you're managing your own properties, because you know the tenant, you've placed the tenant, you have a relationship with the tenant, and oftentimes keeping that property on track is going to be very difficult. Raising rents is going to be difficult. Declining repair requests or billing tenants for any damages that they do is going to be very hard on you emotionally, because you have a connection there, which I think is fantastic. I give the very best service to every tenant that's under my care, but there are protocol and there are procedures that need to be followed, which I think people that self-manage have a hard time doing. What does that cost you? Yes, you're going to incur a property management fee, but now your leases are getting renewed on time, your rents are getting increased on time when it is appropriate for the market, and you're also taking care of maintenance and repairs and damages when necessary. So does the cost of having a property management company end up just paying for itself, and now you don't have the headache or the work? That's just my 2 cents. I'm alliestanisel. I am a real estate broker in the state of Oregon and Washington. I own a full-fledged company where we help people buy and sell property, and especially in the multifamily realm. I will help people buy apartment buildings or complexes. I will transition the tenants to new leases, and then I will take over management after close. People have an amazing time with that process because they're not contracting out different people to do different things. And a lot of people do enjoy working with me. We help buy and sell the right property. We run the numbers with my management fee included. And if the investment makes sense, then I just take on all the headache for them.